Yeah, it's live. There it goes. Woo! Hello.
Hi.
How's everybody doing? Alrighty, Edie was here yesterday, it looks like, getting ready for it. Welcome. We are here today to talk about Her Kid. The hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. Woo! I have with me today my friend Lena. Who we're gonna answer any questions, any burning questions you have about Herkyed, and or other burning questions. It doesn't have to be about Herkyed, but that's the theme. And going over some recommendations for some of the prompts. Yeah. Hello, hi Rachel. Hello, Victoria. Hello, lovely Book Nook. I love that name.
That is amazing.
Ooh, hello, Kayla. Hello, welcome. So yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm Cordy. I'm Q. Also Stephanie is my name, but most people call me Q. And I'm the creator, the founder of Herkyed, and and been there for a while.
And our overlord.
Lena is also here. Lena is an amazing author as well. And also helped in some of the creation of the prompts when I was stuck and I was like, help me. We'll also have a third guest who was also a contributor when I was stumped and needed some help thinking of prompts or adjusting prompts and stuff. So we're technically all three of us are the founders of Herkyed. It's not just me. I just had the initial idea. And
I don't know, my 1% of helping just really pushed me over the edge.
That 1% was an important percent. Okay. Hello, Tony. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Melody. Hello. Yeah, so we have Fee also coming in. Fee is waking up because Fee is an hour behind us. But we're in the same time zone.
Yeah.
There you go. Mambo is currently here. She is under this blanket playing.
I hear lots of squeakers.
There's a lot of squeakage going on. Like that. Hello, Ivy. Yeah, so welcome. We're going to be here for just a couple hours. Answer any questions you have about it. If you need clarifications on any of the prompts, here to do that. And then we'll go over a few recommendations for some of the harder prompts, some difficulties if you're new to like the book scene, are not as ingrained in it as myself, because I live doing that. Yeah, I live for wrecks. I'll wreck you up.
Yeah, she already even hooked me up yesterday.
Yeah. I love talking about books. I can't shut up about books.
And that's why we love you.
So.
And that's why we're all here.
Like books are like, I would say 90% of my personality at this point. So.
With the splash of Sailor Moon.
I've got like musical quotes, some certain animes, old school anime, because I don't watch anything new. Love of dogs and birds. And obviously the writing stuff, and then it's just all books. So very skewed pie chart. So yeah. First, okay, Melissa, who keeps asking me stupid questions. You do not ask stupid questions. Did I find SPFBO for every? Okay, no, I can't find it. I'm getting annoyed by it because I even went into the SPFBO chat. And I know they posted it there, but somebody's like, oh, I didn't know that existed. And I'm like, you guys are literally the reason I found this out. So where the hell is it? But I believe formerly they were named Hoyt. I forget what they changed their name to. Angie, maybe, was actually crafting one. So I was going to craft one, but it looks like they might already be doing it. So as soon as we have that, we will look into the SPFBO page. And I can show you how to kind of navigate a bit, just because it's a while. Mark Lawrence's, I wish he had just a tab on his for just SPFBO.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. But I believe, actually, let me just search. Does he spell with a K? Zach Argyle SPFBO Spreadsheet. I know he does it. SPFBO 8. This list represents. Here we go. That's SPFBO 8. Zach Argyle. Do you organize your stuff, sir? Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. So for anybody looking at that, I'm just going to link this right here, and let me just present it real quick here. So Zach Argyle is also a contestant. He has these. If you go to his little hamburger guys here, so you can see SPFBO 10. You can see them all listed right now, and he has them all there. But you can go to his and also find ones for last year, so you can see who the finalists were, so that you don't accidentally read those. You can read semifinalists. That's fine, and then everybody else is there as well.
That is nice.
So, which sucks because like I have all of these finalists. All of them are on my TBR. Because except for this one, I don't know that one, but it's a Western. That's why it's not on my TBR. But a lot of the other semifinalists, I know I already have on my TBR. So yeah, Zach is great. Well done, Zach. I actually have one of Zach's books as well. So Zach is the man to go for. But I know he had an actual spreadsheet that I just cannot find. Very frustrate. Very frustrate. But I know it exists. I did not imagine this, okay? Yeah, that's the hardest one. I know so many people don't know about SPFBO. I only learned about SPFBO 2 years ago. Whenever I found Cassidy with covers, that's the booktuber that I found SPFBO through.
I don't think I'd even heard about it until you got in.
Until I was like,
I'm like, yay, congratulations on getting into this thing I've never
done. So yeah, if you're looking, so right now anybody qualifies if it's in SPFBO 10 because no finalists have been announced yet. And they won't be for quite some time. But I can say that there's Covers Cassidy. I'm in Kitty G Books. Along with, there we go. Oh my God, Hala and I are next to each other. So my friend Hala, who will be here tomorrow morning, is also, we're in the same group, which sucks that we're in the same group. But we're in there, and then he's in Fantasy Book Critic, right? Right. Mercy is our friend Ian. Unfortunately, Ian has already been knocked out of the competition, but yet means you can definitely read his book because he's not a finalist. So if you want a super, super spicy fantasy queer romance, that's Mercy. If you're really into the spice, you can do that. Yeah. Needing Brother X. Okay, cool. We'll definitely go into those. But that's the SPFBOs. Is there anybody in particular, Lena, that you've already decided you wanted to read?
Let's see. What did
Because you can't reread Hisokak, sorry.
I know.
Yeah, Lena already read my book. Oh, speaking of which, that question just popped up. This is my book, The Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids.
You make a sound that sounds like a cat puking. It's that's
we call it Hisokak for short. That's for the acronym. This is my book. It's big, baby. It's chunky. It has pictures in it as well. If I can, I don't know if I can land on one. Oh, I missed them. There's like, okay, trigger warning for anybody who doesn't like spiders. If you don't like spiders, turn away from your screen. It's a spider, but it has information on all the creatures. This is Ariadne. She's the goat.
I just recently found out what that meant.
Really?
Yeah. And I was actually like really excited. That I'm like,
I remember when I first was hearing people say they're the goat, I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, greatest of all time. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's illustrations. My friend Tycho is the one who did the cover art and the interior illustrations because I can't draw to save my life. Tycho is also an author and illustrator. You've seen him. He's also one of the mods in the Discord. So you can check out his books for sure. And we'll go through some of that as well. So, yay! So, yeah, that's Hisokak. You can also buy my other series because I'm going to run out of Hisokaks at this point. But that was not a SPFBO finalist, but you can do it as your indie book person. Or if you're here in Colorado, and you go to Tattered Cover on Colfax, you can go to local indie author section and Search for the Phoenix or Histocac are there. Very nearly also bought the other series. You can do it. I don't care. You can do it. I will say, and I say this all the time, Histocac for me is stronger than Search for the Phoenix is. Search for the Phoenix was my debut baby, and it has some flaws. But I'm not going back to fix that because I'm done with the series. But it's not as strong as Histocac is. I will say that.
Having read both, it definitely has a different flavor too.
Yes.
So
they are different flavors. They're both like Search for the Phoenix is much more urban fantasy, whereas Histocac is much more contemporary fantasy. But the vibes are different, I will say. So, yeah. I feel you. If you want, honestly, legit, like if you just want like ebooks of them, just DM me. I'll get you them. And if you guys want an audiobook version of Search for the Phoenix, I still have promo codes. It's not the greatest quality because I was a baby learning how to do audiobook. I'm doing the second one right now and it's better quality, I will say. But I tried my best. It's me learning not to use Adobe Premiere or Adobe Audition to record audiobooks because it messes things up when you export them. The compression gets all weird. It's annoying. So, yeah. Yes. But in the description right now is a link to my Ko-fi page. That's my best direct way to get them. However, again, if you are also on Kindle Unlimited, if you do have that subscription, all of my books are there. So if that's easier for you, go for it. No problem. Yeah. I see a cat. It's my baby.
yeah.
It's my baby. My cat.
If I can get her up here.
So I was just over at Lena's house the other day. If you guys saw the little TikTok, I was at Lena's house reorganizing her library. And this cat and I bonded. Would you like to introduce your cat? So
This is Taylor.
Look at Taylor. She's so soft.
I gotta hold the baby.
Hold the baby.
Hold the baby. Okay.
But she would not let me finish my work. Oh my gosh. Boom.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Immediately.
Yay.
Thank you. Hi, Lily.
You're gonna love it.
I'm literally running out of copies. I need to adjust my Ko-fi inventory because I don't know if it's accurate or not.
When's your next convention? What's your next convention?
Next convention might be FOCO, but I haven't paid for my table yet because I haven't gotten a thing for it.
Have you heard from Mile High yet?
I have.
Okay.
Actually, I have a table there. I have to pay for that table too, but I have to wait for Friday to pay for my table there.
Jack.
No, I lied. Aurora Pride.
Okay.
That's already done.
Nice.
I've already got a spot there. That was a free table. So that's my next one, August 3rd. So I have a little.
About that.
Oh, I gotta order books then. I gotta order ASAP. Because I don't
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, you're already out.
Production.
Coming up.
Production times. Hello. Currently reading Good Half Gone by Taryn Fisher. I've never even heard of that one. I'm in Colorado. And that's as far as I will tell you guys because I've had a situation in the past. Yeah. We're in Colorado. Lena and I are in very different spots of Colorado. But we are in Colorado. Colorado. You know. Cool. Alrighty. So, for those who have, if you have any burning questions on like clarification on stuff, let me know. Sorry, there's already one on I'm going to answer one that came up on Discord right now. For the book you help crowdfund, I read a manga online, which I pay for each chapter. Will that count? That's not technically crowdfunding. So I would say no. I would say that it's, if that's the only place to get the manga, that would fall more into the direct from author. Or the webcomic, since you're doing it online. I'm just going to answer it really quickly.
Schmecks.
And then another question is, can we use a graphic novel adaptation of a classic, or does the adaptation also need to be prose? You can use a graphic novel. Totally cool. Okay. Yeah, webcomics can be any online comic as long as it is completed. Not an ongoing one. And not one you've read before, which is why I can't read Lord Olympus, which really makes me sad.
Right.
Oh, it's a thriller. That's why I haven't heard of it. I don't technically read a lot of thrillers very often. So, yeah. Okay. Well, we figured out SPFBO. As you need to, you can ask questions. What's another? Which one should we go over next, Lena? What's one that people are struggling with? You think?
Oh, we got AuthorTuber, BookTuber question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is okay to use Author Talk, Book Talk. Sometimes creators aren't both on. Yes. You can definitely use AuthorTuber, Author Talk. That is totally fine. Book Talk, you just got to watch their follower count. I feel like it's a lot easier for people to get a lot of followers on it. So BookTuber, you need to make sure that they're under 5,000. Author Talk doesn't really matter. Because I do think there's less Author Talks and AuthorTubers than there is Book Talk BookTubers. So I didn't give a threshold on that. If you can find smaller ones, that's kind of the name of the game, is to help promote and help spread word about these smaller ones. Yes, I can. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and share this. We're going to share the bingo board here. Okay. I don't know what weird stuff is this. Okay. So anybody that is purple, basically, we're going to do it this way. So let's say I read a 500-page book in one day, and the title of it starts with A. And it also, there's an A in my name. I can use it for there. So you can double up between these. It also had a gay protagonist, and it's a fantasy, and it has a blue cover, and it was a new release in July. You can use that one book, this one here, for all of these. However, you cannot use it twice within one purple. So let's say that this one had a title that started with A and the author started with S. You can only pick one or the other for that. Okay? But you can bounce around the purples. So one book could get you 7 total prompts. But you cannot obviously double up between the whites at all, only the purples. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you all. I'm going to package up so many books today. Hold on. I got to count. I got to go count. You talk.
Yeah, I guess if you want to make the challenge harder, you don't have to double up as much, but that's a lot of prompts. I was starting to plan mine out, and I was trying not to duplicate too much, because the whole point is to read a lot of books, but yeah, and I have, it's fun when you get like the weird little letters in your name too, so at least you can double up on those, so. Has anybody started trying to figure out like the A to Z challenge, or the ones that spell your name yet? I think that was fun.
This is what I have left.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Everybody try her out right now.
Well, no, don't do it until I know how many I have. Hold on, because I had sales this morning. Panic. And then I need to go to the Ko-fi page and really adjust and make sure that there is the correct amount.
Nice.
Of inventory, because I did not update the inventory yet. This is hilarious.
You had too many A's in your name. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I have a couple N's.
5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2. I think I have 2 copies left. Can I edit my shop? Hold on. Let me edit my shop. Why won't you let me edit my shop? There we go. That's the ebook. Hold on. Everybody, nobody panic. Nobody panic. Edit. How many copies?
Doing books in German. That's so cool.
I have. Oh, that was scary because it was definitely incorrect. I have 2 copies left.
Ooh.
From what has been ordered this morning. I'm pretty sure. Right? Who have I not shipped yet? Okay. Because I shipped that one. We're okay there. That one's shipped. So anyone after is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yes, there are 2 left.
Wow.
Oh! Panic attack. Okay, cool. That's it. This is the last of the Hispicaks that I have left. Please go buy some Search for the Phoenixes instead.
If you buy the series, it'll count towards one of the prompts.
It'll still count.
Because she's got 4 books in that series.
Okay. At some point, I'll try to put together a list of non-US, UK, Canada. Not so much Rex, but definitely books I have and think sound interesting. Yeah, absolutely. There's too many names in A's in my name. I feel you. This will do later when I know how many I'm knocking out. Yeah. I used books in German only for A to Z challenge because I want to read more of those. Wonderful. What about your books?
So I've got some anthologies that I'm in and have put together. You can go to lenamjohnson.com.
Let me link it.
They should link to. I just realized that I have not actually updated my website.
This is Lena's website.
So I do have a books tab where you can go check out. I have domesticated velociraptors. I've got Welcome to the Alpacalypse, which is apocalypse story.
Check your files.
Yeah. I do have one listed. It's Cattails. I need to take that one off. That one's no longer in print.
Oh, that's so sad about Cattails.
Yeah, it was just part of the contract. Some anthologies are like that. The publisher just has it was like 3 years or something. So
there's Lena's website.
Yes. And for my newsletter, I have a little short story that is kind of the prequel to the novel that I'm working on right now.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Oh, look, Cattails isn't there, so you're okay.
I did fix it. Okay, good.
You did fix it.
I did. I couldn't remember.
This is super fun. I've read this one. It's super, super fun. I haven't. Have I read Apocalypse? I bet I did. I haven't read Shifter Files yet. I need to.
Yeah, we're getting Shifter Files. So those are kind of not your typical shifters. So there's no werewolves.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. I do science fiction. That's my passion. So I always try to do science fiction spins on things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so these are novellas.
If anyone's doing our fantasy as well, our fantasy bingo, and you need to do that anthology prompt, boom. Lena's in all the anthologies. There you go. A little closer for everybody. Woo!
So I'm actually taking my story from the Domesticated Velociraptors anthology. I updated it, expanded it a little, beefed it up, and that's the series that I'm working on right now.
Yes.
So I'm actually finishing up some rewrites for a major draft revision right now and making progress on that.
Reading a series in French. I know nothing about French, but as the only one I can get, so I have a friend translating for me. Love that. I like to read in different languages, so I'm trying to read in a different language per prompt. Wahoo!
That's amazing.
Yeah, alpaca lips. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah, okay. So if we want to talk about books that are in different countries, or authors in different countries, I definitely have a bunch that I've read. Let me just look at my spreadsheet. What have I read this year that's in a different country? Let's go here. Ma'am, that's quite enough from you. All right, I'm going to share. Welcome to my personal spreadsheet. Bear and the Nightingale is in Russia. Maiden of Artemis is in Greece. We've got The Warm Hands of Ghosts, which primarily in Belgium. I will allow it. I will allow it. It's partially in Canada, but the bulk of it's in Belgium. We've got Beauty and the Beast, which is in France, obviously. We've got a nonfiction, Girl with Seven Names. It's obviously set mostly in North Korea and China and South Korea. We have the Marianas Trench or Into the Drowning Deep. That's what I put for that one.
We had a question about series. Did you want to grab that really?
Oh, I missed it. I missed that one. Let me roll, scrolly. Sorry, I moved back up. Gotta move back up on the chat.
The chat room by way too fast.
I missed it. Where is it?
Oh, I think it was before Caitlin. Let's see. Can this series be one I already started if I have 4 or more books to go?
No, unfortunately, it's a start and finish prompt. I literally am like blind.
Wolf's Word. Yeah, I see it.
You see? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's reading a start to finish series. So unfortunately not.
I feel your pain because I have so many books that I've read the first one of.
Yeah.
I gotta start another one.
Yep. So sorry. Orange World and Other Stories has stories of Ireland and Croatia. So that'll count for Croatia. Ireland is kind of... No, I'd allow Ireland.
Ireland is not part of the UK.
Any of the Carlos Ruiz Zafons, The Shadow of the Wind, those are all in Spain. The Brutus Cepedus Fountains of Silence is in Spain, along with I Must Betray You is in Romania. That's fantasticals. Prince of Fishes was in Turkey. That's a little indie book. The tiny indie books. Actually, all of those by Susanna Rowantree. She writes these little tiny fairy tale retellings as well. And they're all set in different... her Snow White one is in New Zealand. And there's just so many just all over the world that are really cool. I think her 12 Dancing Princesses one, I think that's in Italy. Gift of Air is set in Austria. We have Goddess of the River, which is set in India. Weaver and the Witch Queen is in Norway. She Who Became the Sun is in China. She Who Knows is I believe is in Mali. It doesn't specifically say, but I literally did my research of like where this salt road is in Africa. And it's like it goes through, but it's likely this is set in Mali in Africa. We have Rakesfall, which I really didn't enjoy, so I can't recommend it, but it's set in Sri Lanka. Husky and His White Couch Suzune is China. Unrelenting Earth is fantasy India, so I included it. We have The Sacrifice, which is in the Philippines. Lovely War is in France. This Time It's Real is set in China. The Girl from the Well is half in America and half in Japan, predominantly in Japan, so I counted it. Remote Control by Nnedi Okorafor is in Ghana. Ghosts of the Catacombs is in France, and that's where I'm at for the day. This is what I've read this month. Woo. Good job, me.
That's insane.
Huzzah. So those are some quick fire recs. Let me look at my shelves.
Because the prompt is setting or
authors from them.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a ton of most authors list where they're from. So like any Rin Chupeco would work because she is from the Philippines. I can't remember if they're from. For me, like the way I do it is I look at where's their citizenship. So yeah, it's that you can totally fib a bit on that. So like R.F. Kuang, I believe, was born in China but like lives in the UK now. So I would still count her. Obviously, you could read Babel because part of Babel is in China. It's not fully, and it's I guess it is mostly set in the UK. But Poppy War easily you could do if you're using a fictional land that's like based on real. So Poppy War is fictional, but based about China and Chinese history, like heavily so. That works. Xiran Jie Zhao, same thing. Iron Widow, it's fictional, but heavily based on Chinese history.
And I think Heavenly Tyrant, the second book, should be coming out. I think they say December now.
Oh, is it? It keeps getting moved.
I know. So
I have zero hope.
I keep trying to put that on one of the monthly releases.
Yup. Oh, you want my spreadsheet? My spreadsheet's wild and insane. I will at some point be putting up more spreadsheet tabs for people if they want the absolute insanity. Okay, yeah. So December 2020, 24th.
And obviously it could move again. But.
It could move. That's the thing. This book has moved like 14 times because of negotiations with her publisher. And because she's very outspoken in a good way. I'm not meaning that negatively. About like the situation in Palestine and transparency in publishing in general, like with the stuff with Hugo Awards. So she's out there doing great freaking work, but big name publishers are just kind of almost ruining her launch for the sequel. And that's what annoys me the most right now. Yeah, Australia. There we go. I love this. Italy and Saba, Meet Me in Paradise. France, Out of Love and Tale, Two Cities. Yep. Metal. I don't know about that one. You can deal with insane. Yeah, so it's been asked several times for me to share my crazy spreadsheet, so I just need to make a blank copy for everybody. At some point, I will. Yes, you do have to use a middle name. It has to be a middle name. If you have a middle name, you got to use it. That's the rule. It's the full name. You have to use a first, middle, and last. If you have more names, so if you have like 3 middle names or 2 last names or whatever, you can pick and choose which ones, but you need to do 3 names basically. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I see. Yeah, Textiles was just
got it.
Offering a rack, so very cool.
Ooh, would I count Patreon as a crowdfunding website? Yeah, maybe. I think it really depends on like the central focus being a certain project. Because Patreon is like a regular subscription that gives you access to content. But if there was like a specific project that was happening, like join my Patreon so we can fund this book, then yes.
Cybernetic tea shop. I am intrigued.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I did not know that. Thank you. Right. Has anybody read The Cybernetic Tea Shop? I have not, but that sounds really amazing.
I know. I'm like looking it up right now.
Immediately look it up. Yeah. The Cybernetic Tea Shop. Look, come on. Let's load. Oh my God. I'm going to share this as well because it looks cute. Look at this. This looks cute. Clara, if anybody knows a Clara, there you go. Clara Gutierrez is a highly skilled technician specializing in the popular Raise AI companions. Her childhood in a migrant worker family has left her uncomfortable with lingering in any one place. So she sticks around just long enough to replenish her funds before she moves on. Her only constant companion, Joni, a fierce, energetic raised hummingbird. Oh my God. I'm sorry. There's a bird. Sal is a fully autonomous robot, the creation of which was declared illegal ages earlier due to ethical concerns. She is older than the law, however, at best out of place in society and at worst hated. Her old master is long dead, and she continues to run the tea shop her master had owned, lost in memories of the past, slowly breaking down and aiming to fulfill her master's dream for the shop. When Clara stops by Sal's shop for lunch, she doesn't expect to find a real robot there, let alone one who might need her help. But as they begin to spend time together and learn more about each other, they both start to wrestle with the concept of moving on, and it's gay!
Yeah, apparently it's Ace Rep.
I gotta put this also in my indie. What does it say?
Yeah, Ace Rep.
Is it Ace Rep?
All the reviews are talking about it's Ace. Apparently not by name, but it's very clear.
Oh, okay, yeah. Follow an asexual who falls in love with a woman. Boom! Hell yeah! I love that. That's exciting. Oh yes, Emily Wilds is Norway. I just got my copy of Map of the Other Lands. I finally have it because I ordered I had to get a matching one from Fairy Loot. And I have it now, and I'm so excited to read it. Ah! Yeah, if you don't have a middle name but have two last ones, then yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say if Patreon is more crowdfunding or direct from the author. It's a shady area, I'll say. Okay. Where do we want to go? Do we want to look at some book releasing in July?
Yes. Yeah, because it's July now.
It's July. The Long Way to Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers checks off most, if not all, of LGBT. Dang.
There's a nice rep in there for sure.
Yeah. But remember, you can't double up with the same book twice in there. You can only use it for one. So use it for one that you find is very difficult. Well, I found Goodreads. So somebody actually, no, I searched this one. You can look up the most popular books published. And we can look ahead as well. So currently Reckless, which I have not heard great things about this series. Play Along, Windy City, The Briar Club, another Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is actually what I'm currently reading right now because I have an audiobook arc of Darkest Within Us. The Wedding People, like Mother, Like Daughter. Also, let me just share this link so people can sift through for themselves. We have The God of the Woods, Breaking the Dark, The Au Pair Affair. That's a new Tessa Bailey for all the Tessa Bailey peoples. The Summer Pact by Emily Giffen. That's an amazing last name. Business Casual. Also, I'm currently reading The Lost Stories by Meg Schaefer, and oh my god, y'all, this book is so good, and I'm like only 6 chapters in, and I'm
also this one is recommended by a small YouTuber and should hit that one hits the literary genre, right?
Yes, yeah, it's gonna hit literary. Game Changer. We have a new Lev Grossman. 1,000 Broken Pieces. The Lion Women of Tehran. That would be another
that sounds
country.
Really
what have you done? Blackbird Oracle. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. Slow Dance. Rainbow Rowell's Slow Dance is coming out. Look in the Mirror. The Night Ends with Fire. The X-Files. So that would also be look, KX song. If you're looking for an X works. The X.
That one was a Mulan retelling too, wasn't it?
The what?
That KX song that was inspired by Mulan.
Oh yes, it is. Yep. X-Files, One Big Happy Family, The Fiancé Dilemma, The Spell Shop. I'll be reading that shortly because I also have an audiobook arc for that. Long Island Compromise, Lenny Marks Gets Away with Murder. The Match. Show more. Five Brothers, The Unraveling. Midnight is the... Wait, what? Isn't that already out? Maybe it's a edition of it. Pretty sure that book already came out. Love of My Afterlife. Humor Me. The Cliffs. I'm really waiting for a very specific book that I don't see on here.
I am too. I don't know if it's the same one.
Not Another Love Song. Ne'er-do-well. That's actually another arc that I have. This Used to Be Us. The Wilds. Dishonestly Yours. Sorry. I freaking loved Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Oh my god. Obsession with it. Girl, goddess, queen. Love that. Body in the Backyard, Bad Tourist, The Gilded Crown. Don't know about that one. That looks cool. I'm a fantasy girly. So if it's a fantasy title, I'm going to read it. Oh, there it is. Bury Your Gaze. That's what I was waiting for, everybody. The new Chuck Tingle. I have an audiobook arc of this.
Audiobook arc. That's
I do. I got an audiobook arc. Thank you, Nick Kelly. All right. That was 60 bucks. So you guys can search through all of these for your upcoming releases. That's a really nice means of doing it. So excited for the Briar Club. The Night Ends with Fire. Want to get that X in early. Yeah, right? Oh, we already missed books with recipes. Okay. All right. I know. Let me put this up. I know for a fact these books here, Winner Bakes All, Rosaline Palmer Takes a Cake. I'm pretty sure when I read this, it had a recipe in it. There are 3 books. This one's coming out. Audrey Lane Stearns the Pot comes out January apparently now, but that's probably a lie. That's a lie. Don't know when that's coming out, but these 2 books are out. So they're baking shows. I know those ones too. I'm trying to think. I know I've read others that had like this had this brownie recipe and stuff. But you can also read, where did I put them? Up top on the stack of the TBR. So these are Tycho's books. These are the 4th and 5th of them. He always has like food. He's a foodie. So the Brady Von Althus series does talk about foods. You don't actually have to have the recipe to do the challenge. But one of the famous ones in book 3 is the matzo ball soup. So if you want to make matzo ball soup and you've never had matzo ball soup, boom. But he has a lot. There's like reading book 1, even I was getting very hungry because food just comes into play a lot. With it.
I just automatically think of the Ball series because they're constantly talking about food and it always just sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
Like fruits and salads and pies and dessert.
And Donuts of Love. Oh yeah. Oh, the do's and donuts of love. Got it. That's what it is. The Lost Story is your book of the month pick. Yeah. Book Riot also has great recommendations for upcoming books. Yes, it does. I realize I've only read 3 books published in 2024 so far. Oh, let's find you a good one then. I have Love of My Afterlife checkout from library. Nice. Need to wait until the 7th to start it. Yes, please do. A lot of cozy mysteries that are set at a restaurant cafe have recipes at the end. If you want to use Hisfacac, there's a lot of baking that does happen and burning of food. Mel unfortunately burns a whole pan of lasagna. You want to make lasagna? But also regularly made in the book is croissants because one of the characters, Strieg. Let me find Strieg. Where is Strieg at? I should remember what chapter Strieg introduces, but I think he's one of the later chapters. That's a Hedgewin. Strieg. Nope, that's a three-legged crow. Strieg, where are you at, boo? There he is. This is Strieg. He's a long boy, and he loves croissants. And so Harriet, our Bigfoot, is also a pastry chef and make croissants a lot. So if you've never made croissants, you can also ask me for advice because I used to work at a bakery where I was the croissant maker. Let me know. If you need help with that lamination, basically you keep it really cold. Yeah. Other video. Let's make croissants. Now, granted, I had a big industrial machine to do my lamination with. I do this because this is the motion you make with the machine to set it back and forth, but you can make them by hand. Yeah. If we started a book years ago, legitimately do not remember what we read, restart the book during the challenge period, I would say it's eligible because, the main thing is like you can't read a favorite. You can't go back to something you already know. The basic rule for rereads is 10 years or older you can do. If it's kind of like, oh, I read it like 7 years ago, but I really don't remember anything about it, then yeah, go ahead. But it's basically just an effort to get you to read stuff that's new to you. But you know, I'm not gonna come at your door with the baguette. And now that you guys know that I was a pastry chef for a while, or a baker for a while, you know that that's a real threat now. But I won't come with the baguette to beat you up unless specifically commissioned on my Ko-fi. I feel like I should actually put that on my Ko-fi page as a joke.
Careful. It will happen.
I'll make it like $5,000.
Yeah, just like pay for the ticket.
Yeah, it would cover the ticket cost is basically what it is. And the purchase of a baguette. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. What else we got going on? What else we got going on? Let's see. Let's look at the spreadsheet again. Good. I'm so glad everyone's so excited for it. We have, I will say, let's give an update. We have 369 people currently signed up for the challenge.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, ticket, rental car, hotel costs. Yeah, 5,000. Easy.
Yes,
I'll come beat you up with a baguette. It's now my OnlyFans. The OnlyFans gets access to the video of me beating someone up with a baguette. Yeah. Ma'am, you better not be doing what you think you're doing. She did lay an egg the other day, by the way, for everybody.
I saw that.
Wanted to know. She did. I really need to take away this blanket because I think it's not helping the situation, but otherwise she just yells. Hi.
You just love her too much.
Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. He's the mambo. Hi. You look very confused. You want a drink? You want some juice? Yes, we would like some juice. Yeah. Who's a menace? Who's a menace? Who forgot to close your cage yesterday?
Uh-oh.
Me. I literally, when I was really not feeling good yesterday, and I went all the way to work, and then I got to work, and I was like, did I close your cage? I'm sure I did. And then I came home, and I opened my door, and I turned around to close the door, and I hear, I'm like, but she was a good girl who basically stayed in her cage the whole day.
Oh, good.
And a poopy. A poop for everybody. That's a present for all of you.
Right. Just so much love. Can't hold it in.
So much love. She poops for you. Ma'am, you've destroyed this chair so bad. Anyway, that's Mambo. Mambo! All the way to Europe just to hit someone with a baguette. Yo, I'd do it. She's I wouldn't say the best burb, but she's definitely a burb. Oh, good. Yay. I'm so happy about that. With a 4+ book series, can it be 4 books in the series? No, it's 4 books. It's 4 or more.
Yeah, 4 minimum.
4 or more. So for me personally, I'm going to attempt to do the books of Babel by Josiah Bancroft because I've been wanting to read them forever. That starts with Senlin Ascends. Let me just pull it up. They're kind of chunky, but I love chunky. Oops, I meant this one. Senlin Ascends. This is a 4-book series. Oh, there's short stories, vignettes from it. What is this? Expanding upon the world. That's cool. So gonna read these. This is my attempt. So, yeah. But there's lots of good ones. I highly recommend if you haven't read An Ember in the Ashes. That's another quartet. The Diviners by Libba Bray is excelente. If you want a contemporary romance stuff, I would recommend the Well Met series. It does have a little spice to it. Those are by Jen DeLuca, and they're like little mini Ren Fair books. So they're very, very fun that way.
Ashford Archives.
Obviously, you can read Ashford Archives. You can read Tycho's book. This is a 5-book series, but they're very short. They're middle grade.
They're complete, right?
It's complete. Yep, fully complete. I guess I'll have to show the covers of, just so y'all know that I don't only write Hispcac. Hold on. There's my book. So these pretty watercolor burbs. This is a novella stuff. These are short stories, so you don't have to read them, but you can. But book 1, 2, 3, 4, and they get better as they go. I'll say that.
Yeah, the climax in the 4th book was insanely epic. It was so good.
It was pretty wild.
Also, my mom just finished reading them all.
She did. She is the best burb. Okay, if you say so. My security deposit thinks otherwise.
That's not a reflection on her personality.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, she's totally lovable and doesn't bite anyone, right, Lena?
Nope.
Never bit you right on the face before, ever.
Scars.
Nope.
I actually don't.
Hi. She's like, bitch, what'd you say about me?
She's like, I'll do it again.
She's been quite obsessed with killing the timer. Oh, please don't bite me. There we go. Do you want to bite? You want to play with the timer? Do you want to play with the timer? We're going to put it here.
Toy for the baby.
There. Play with the timer time. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, she's going to get it. You going to throw it off? Yay! Good job! You did it!
It's like a wrestling ring.
Boom. Weekaboo. Oh, you did it! You got it good. You got it so good.
If there's ever
If
there's ever a bomb in your house,
she's got this.
Get it out of there.
Do you have to get your rage out? Do you have rage? Do you have rage? Hi. Yeah, so much rage. Where did it go? Oh, there it's down here. Okay. Boom.
Immediate.
She just she goes for it. Yay! She's so proud of herself when she knocks it off. Weekaboo. You did it. You did it. You did it.
Here for the books, but staying for the bird.
Yeah. We have fun times here. I didn't touch it. Poop. I like when she does her first little like right at it. Weekaboo. Get it, get it, get it. Send it. Woo! So this is how I entertain myself throughout the day. Are you proud of yourself? Yes. Where'd it go? It's setting a timer right now. Okay. Just gonna put it there. There. It's on the floor and it's off. Okay. Okay. Do you need to get out rage? No. Okay. All right. There we go. Weekaboo. Yeah. Peekoo. Bum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-dum. Da-dum. Da-da-da-da. It's my favorite song. Okay. Anyway, there's your bird break. That's your bird break. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. Your tiny void cat would never bite my feet ever. Of course not. You have a void cat.
Cats. Not well, some of my cats.
All right. Yeah, right on cue. POP underscores literally said tiny void is full attack. I was here for books, staying for the bird. Oh yeah, that's what most people do. She's a wild thing. Well, look who it is.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry it took me so long. My speakerphone is being an absolute ass.
Okay, likely excuses, but I'm just kidding.
It's like, sure.
So welcoming to the stage, everyone, Fee, the other second person, I guess I counted myself in that, who helped me figure out the final prompts for Herkyed.
Hi, everybody.
The seasons one is all Fee. That was all Fee.
I still haven't figured out any for that one yet.
For the seasonal weeds. I mean, we're in summer. So I think a lot more of the contemporaries have a summer like beach read. Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not a Lena book. I would say if you have like a desert setting place, a la Mad Max or something like that.
It's just permanent summer.
Yeah, it's permanent summer. That would count.
You need to find an ice planet. It's got to be sci-fi.
You mean Ice Planet Barbarians?
Nope.
You said it's got to be sci-fi.
Nope. I am still
Oh.
Goodbye.
We got heated. I love you. Jesus. Oh, Text Review is doing Summerween, and a summer book is a prompt, so I'll be checking that one off very soon. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Summerween! I'm in too many things. I'm also in the Hunger Games readathon right now. So.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Uh-oh.
There were some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties happening. This should be there. This one? Oh, no.
I haven't even started setting up my Herkyed thing yet.
I mean, you and I both read so much.
Yeah.
Things will just kind of fall into place. So, Yep. I don't actually have any book reports. Yes. So if you find an indie bookstore online, you can purchase that way. They usually have a local section on websites. So you can do that. Oh, you don't have any. I don't know. Do you know everybody in your area? Maybe you do. But you can definitely do online. That's totally fine. Yeah. What books are you most looking forward to reading during the challenge? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
no sound.
Down.
No, I wasn't actually talking.
Oh, okay.
Like I've never been kicked off by my own technology before.
Good job. I think I'm very excited to read one of the books I backed on Kickstarter. I have a book that I backed not long ago. Let me find here. I'm just going to show you guys all this stuff. So I backed this book, The Gifted Society, on Kickstarter not long ago. And I got my copy of it. It's a chunky baby, $5.31.
I remember about that book.
Yeah, so I backed that one, and then I just recently did. What is it? I wonder if it's down here. No, it's not on there. But the Kickstarter was it's an anthology of asexual comics. So
that's pretty fucking cool.
That'll count. That would count. That would totally count. So I'm excited to read that. I'm excited to read the Books of Babel because I've been meaning to read them forever. The other AuthorTuber books, I already picked which ones I'm probably gonna do because I did a mix of AuthorTube and Author Talk because I've made some good friends via the Author Talk stuff.
Nice.
Where are you at? So for AuthorTuber, I'm reading Mama Maggie's Relic of Time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading Heiko's Court of Snakes. Shell Cypress is one of my new friends on TikTok, has Unmasking the Curse. I'm going to read Harker McNair's Super Serial. That seems super fun. And then another friend that I met through conventions, Haley Ray Johnson, has Blood of the Raj.
That's on my list.
And then I did Jamie's for direct from the indie author because I bought the book literally from her at a convention. So she has Marked by Fate. So I'll be doing those. Yeah. Yep. If you guys want to look at them, let me just show you. Relic of Time. MM Ward. So these are the ones that I've picked. I'm gonna share. So this is Mama Maggie. She's also a booktuber. She's a tiny booktuber. So if you need one, she has this cool sci-fi series. So this is one by her. And then I said Court of Snakes. He actually just designed a brand new cover for Court of Snakes as well. So this is the old cover of it. So that's Tycho's. Tycho also is an author tuber. Not a booktuber, though. I wouldn't say a booktuber. Then we have Shells. So this is for the romantasy peoples, which I didn't even list it as my want to read. Whoops. I need to update. Indie books. Boom. Put it in that thing. So this is Shells. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling as well. And deals with, like, I think addiction as well, because she was writing it as she was sobering up. I think that was something she was talking about with it. Super Serial. Harker McNair. Here's Super Serial. Oh my God, I've not updated my Goodreads.
Wow.
It's so bad. Super Serial. It's like all these super serial killers in a competition, and it sounds really, really funny.
Wow.
Raj. And this, this one. That's the old cover. Let's look at the new cover. This is Blood of the Raj. I have a different edition. I know I have it in my thing, but I'll put this edition because apparently it didn't want to. But I know I already have this in my TBR thing. This is the new cover. That's the new cover. Let me go here. Here's Haley. This Haley. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. Yeah, I had the old edition on.
The new one.
That's the old cover, and then has the new cover. So there's a couple old covers on here. Well, yeah. So those, and then Jamie's. Jamie Hunt. There we go. Jamie Hunts. This is another romantasy, Gaelic? Celtic?
Something like that. Sounds right.
I haven't read it yet, obviously. Celtic lore. Right there. Loosely on Celtic lore. So that's Jamie's, which you could use those also for author talk. So, yeah. Those are what I've picked for those challenges. Looking forward to the newest TJ Klune. Oh my God! I have an arc. I have an arc of Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Exciting.
That one comes out soon too, doesn't it?
September. Oh, relatively soon, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, textiles just.
How many books do you guys read on average? I'm a slow reader, so one challenge time. I read an average. Well, you know what? I can show you.
Don't compare yourself to Q.
Do not compare yourself to me. Do not. This is my dashboard right now. Let's see. I read 19 books in January. I keep going up. I finished 28 last month. So I'm in the mid 20s per month. Okay. I'm an insane person. I don't have a life.
I kind of fluctuate. God, I have the hiccups. God damn it. Anyways, I kind of fluctuate. Like, I'll go several months without reading a single book. But then, like, I'll read 600 books in the period of 2 months.
Yeah. I told you, my personal spreadsheet's wild. Okay. I gave you guys all a toned down version of my spreadsheet. Fee, you predominantly read audiobook too.
Yeah, it's very rare that I read a physical book, and I don't touch ebooks. Though I do regularly read webtoons and the like, so kind of ebook.
Yeah. Lena, what would you say on average you read?
I usually read at least 100 books a year. Like month to month, it varies a lot because I'm kind of coming out, I hope, of kind of a dry spell. Because sometimes I just get busy and it's hard to just have the mental capacity to fit in reading. I don't have as many opportunities to listen to audiobooks. Because I don't have as many tasks as I used to. I used to fly through audiobooks.
Yeah.
That was a job where, I could be listening to things while I was working, and the job I have now, I can't do that.
That's my job.
Yeah.
My job right now, I listen to a lot while I'm working because a lot of my stuff is just paperwork and data.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for me to just kind of listen to an audiobook. So we are not the examples of an average person.
Totally fine. And especially with how many books you can double up.
Yeah.
Or triple up in this challenge, like that'll help.
Yeah.
And like okay, so I can read several hundred in a month period, but that's because I pretty much only listen to audiobooks, and I usually listen to them at 2.5 to 3 speed.
2.5, y'all.
And also, I don't have a job.
Yeah. So it's to each your own. Yeah. The ways that I can recommend reading more is definitely audiobooks and multitasking. That's how I get a lot of my life done. Is any kind of craft I do, I literally have started that craft because I needed something to do while listening to an audiobook.
Well, and like what you do too, like you do it while you're cleaning.
Yep.
You can do it while you're cooking.
Yep.
Mutes.
I do. And let's see, I don't watch a lot of TV either because I don't have a TV. And I have a few shows that I watch like on Netflix or whatever. But I predominantly listen to audiobooks. I don't really listen to music much anymore, which is crazy because I used to be, musical opera girl.
What do you mean?
But I predominantly just listen to audiobooks. So its priorities are different. I don't have children. I have a bird who's playing in a shoebox right now. I don't know if you guys can see her tearing up a tissue inside of that box, but that's what we're doing right now.
Crime bird.
Crime bird. So yeah, and I live alone, yeah. The challenge though, in essence, it's got the word challenge in it. It's meant to challenge you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect everyone to complete it. I expect you to attempt it because it's about the journey, It's about the journey. Your son wrote a book that might be an indie one that would count, especially since it was a gift from him, even though I would have bought a copy. Yeah, absolutely. That'll count. That will absolutely count. Never used Kickstarter, and I remember you guys saying it takes time for the book to release. So yes, absolutely. This one. I'm just kidding. Also, all of my Search for the Phoenix books, my Ashford archives, they were all Kickstarters as well. Tycho's book, King of Dust, was a Kickstarter. One Pale Reflection was a Kickstarter as well.
Question. Yeah. Going along with Wolf's Word's question, right? Would it count as helping through Kickstarter if you just donated to your Ko-fi? Like you just threw like $20 at you through Ko-fi? Would that count?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would say that would count. Because you're trying to, because even if the book already came out, you're still contributing to that author. But yeah, and you can use anyone who's been on Kickstarter. So even big names would count for this. So you can use Brandon Sanderson because he did all the secret projects for all Kickstarter. Daniel Green is a big booktuber. He has fantasy news and stuff. His books, I know Neon Gods, or not Neon Gods, Neon, what is it called? Neon Gods is Katie Robert. Daniel Green. Hold on. Neon Ghosts. That's what it is. Neon Ghosts was one he recently did on Kickstarter, but I know he's done a few others that have been on Kickstarter. Yeah. Those will count.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones that I know off the top of my head. I know Jenna's books. They're fantasy romances, but it's, oh God. Bound by Fate and Blood. There it is. Like that one was a Kickstarter. Who else was Kickstarters? I'm gonna have to go through. Yeah. It can't. So usually they're within the year that they do release, but sometimes there are delays. So yeah. With the booktuber reading books off their TBRs, if they've read the book, they have to actually recommend it and say, like, this was a good book. I highly want you all to read it. That's how that it can't be like, I'm planning to read this, because they are not actually recommending it yet. They're just saying they're going to. So audiobooks are a game changer for me since I no longer have a longer commute. Yep, I have a lovely commute. It sucks balls, and that's I usually get an hour of audiobooking done during that time.
Actually, technically right now, my job, I work from home, but the company is like an hour and a half away, and I have to go up there every once in a while, and I'll just grab like some book that I think I can finish in 3 hours.
Yep. I only listen to audiobooks because it helps me focus on other tasks. Exactly. Oh my God, exactly. That's why I do. Oh God. Okay, we're down to one book.
Uh-oh.
The final copy of Isfakak. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I do everything with a spinner wheel. I literally have my spinner wheel set up already for the day for what I need to do, because Hall is coming tomorrow. So like, I use spinthewheel.io, and I list things and I put them on repeat until it tells me. Wait, why is it not shushing? Oh God. I gotta go clean my bedroom after this. That's my task. So I do that and I listen to an audiobook. ADHD brain. Since you have kids, I read exclusively ebooks because they love to draw and read. To guard your books and stories.
That makes a lot of sense.
Fair. Have a difficult time explaining myself. First language, actually Spanish. That's okay. Welcome. I do not speak Spanish well. I used to, and I have forgotten everything. Oh, sorry. What?
I was just going to say, I live in Arizona, and I can't for the life of me learn Spanish, but for some reason Japanese is like, yeah, no, I can get that.
Yeah. Yeah, I speak Japanese. Like when I was first learning Spanish in high school, I was very good at it, and then I just didn't use it ever, and so I've lost a lot of my Spanish.
Same.
So, but yes, you can count a Kickstarter book without contributing. Most of the Kickstarter books, I would say, are indies, aside from Brandon Sanderson. So having to acquire that book anyway is still contributing to that author, which is why I count it. But I also understand finances. So if you can get the book for free, that is totally okay. I do not mind. Yeah. Can you hear her tapping?
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Spinner wheel to choose what I make for dinner. I have the app as well on my phone, and I have spinner wheels to do food is one of them, and then my audiobooks are here, my ebooks, what I want to eat for lunch, breakfast is there, my schedule, indies. Just if I'm like, I need to read a new indie, I have a whole spinner wheel, every single indie I own on it. I even have ones to tell me like what I should buy next when I can't figure out. I win a book in my game that I play to allow myself to buy books, and I'm like, I don't know which book to buy. Boom, that one tells me.
It really helps with decision paralysis.
I have such bad decision paralysis. Such bad. So yeah. Japanese just makes more sense than Brian. Nihongo ga shiburimasu ka? Iyo ne. 日本語は簡単にわかりますよ。 I'm fine. I'm a normal human being. The important part is that you drop those Kickstarter books to review after. That's the big thing. And we got any books that is not from USK, UK? I love from Norway. Okay, so earlier in the stream, we actually went over a few of them. So if you want to do the replay, we did go over a bit. Welcome in. If anybody else in the chat wants to recommend more, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I gotta say, I love everybody who has been making like journal spreads for this challenge. They're beautiful.
Very
Just
cute.
absolutely adorable. And like buying specific journals just for this is making my heart. I'm like, there's another one that just popped up and it's a beautiful, beautiful one.
I guess.
I'm so happy so many people are like into this dumbass challenge that I thought of, that I thought 4 people would join. And the 4 people being you and you. Maybe Snazzy probably would have done it. Yeah.
No, seriously, like you were actually talking to me just before this like explosion happened. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm putting all of this effort into it, and like nobody's gonna do it, and here we are.
That's how I feel about most of my content. As I put so much effort into it, nobody sees it. But I still do it anyway.
It's because it's awesome.
So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of my YouTube and not just the Herkid. Because I do random weird stuff. And
we have an awesome burb.
We have a burb. I have an absolutely insane TBR game.
Mm-hmm.
I do crafts and stuff. And yeah, it's some weird. I'm just weird.
And she also breaks out in song and dance randomly.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yep.
Norway representing in the chat.
Heck yeah. I want to go to Norway. Mm-hmm. That's one of my like bucket list places I want to go. I need to go see. I actually have to take my sister with me for Norway because we need to go to the metal knitting competition where you're knitting, you're speed knitting, but rocking out to metal.
Oh my god.
It's a legit thing that we found, and I'm like, Emily, this is the one thing that would get me into knitting.
Okay.
That's the one way you could get me to knit, is if it was in Norway at this concert. So yeah. Moving into my new journal soon, and this challenge is the first set of spreads in it.
Oh, that's such a good feeling.
Thank you. I mean, I've been a fan of my YouTube channel for well over a year. Hell yeah. And I do personally recommend watching. Thank you. I do apologize because like my coworker watched the video and it was so funny because she's like, yeah, you weren't kidding. It is insane. Because I was kind of telling her about it like on the side. And I've loaned her some books. And she actually has my copy of Project Hail Mary and she still hasn't read it. She's had it for like a year now.
Why is she even doing?
I know. I told her like, you got to finish this within the week, dude. But she was like, but goddamn, you're autofocus. And I'm like, I know. This is the camera I use. It's right here. This camera. I love it, but damn, the autofocus sucks on it so bad. So all these donations to my Ko-fi page currently with the purchases will go to buying a new camera, I guess. Yep. It sounds, I want to join metal knitting. Yo, it's so cool. It's a crazy event. I've seen videos of it, and it's literally these guys are on stage headbanging and knitting. They're not just fucking with the needles. They're actually making stuff, and it's. I can't. Right.
That's
so that's on my bucket list.
That's wow.
Yeah, I can't. I can embroider. That's what I can do. Oh yeah, you can. If you guys look at my Ko-fi page,
I got our amazing bookmark.
This is the current one in progress.
Oh, that's cute. I love.
I haven't touched it in a hot second, but I make little fun, punny bookmarks. That's going to be a book dragon.
Nice.
If you can tell. But yeah. What?
Is that the one you were designing a while ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have not had a moment to sit and embroider.
I can't imagine, because there's just this little tiny challenge that you had to put together and then planning for a friend to come out. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was editing someone else's book, and I finally finished that, thankfully. It was fun time. Coming soon. That might be, I don't know, hold on. Wait, Tycho. Tycho! Is Mirror Gaze coming out on Wattpad in July? Because I know I had to finish it before a certain date in July. But it will be available on Wattpad because Tycho is now officially, what's it called? A Wattpad creator or like an affiliate sort of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Where's the announcement? He did an announcement. No, not there. Where was it? Wattpad creator is the official thing. So yeah, if you're on Wattpad, you can follow Tycho, and his new book, Mirror Gaze, is one I just personally edited for him. And I think it might be a July release, but he hasn't gotten back to me on that. Coming soon. Bought a journal just for the challenge, but not sure if I bought it too big. It has 256 pages. I'm sure it'll work. You might need more, honestly.
Just throw in some fun pages every once in a while.
Don't have TBR list digitally. Can I find the lowest from my best friend? Yeah, anywhere you can find your lowest 5. That'll do.
Yeah.
Wattpad books count. Yep, they sure do. If it's a full book. You can, if you really, really want to search some absolute garbage, I have some old stories on Wattpad from like, I want to say it's like 2008 or something like that. They're old and they're bad. But they're there. They're terrible. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Also, everybody joining who's been buying stuff on Ko-fi, you now have access to videos that aren't out yet. So the new TBR video, it's there. It's, I think when you navigate, oh, what did I hit? I hit a button. I hit buttons because I'm a klutz. Ko-fi, no. Oh my God, I can't type my own Ko-fi page. If you go to my posts, the July TBR game, let me share here. You can now, this one's obviously up for everybody, but the July TBR game that comes out tomorrow on my YouTube. So if you've contributed at any point, either subscribing or buying stuff or just donating, you now have access. So like everybody else had access to this before y'all, I'm sorry. But this is currently up on Ko-fi. So you will always get the videos first. So
I have a little bit of a side note here.
Yeah.
Y'all in the comments and Stephanie, y'all should feel super, super special to me because I decided to join this stream and hang out with y'all and meet the new Discordians and subscribers instead of binging more Baldur's Gate that I got just a couple of weeks ago. So, like,
I do feel
how cool,
incredibly honored. And confirmation, yes, July 17th is when Mirror Gaze will come out on Wattpad. It is pitched as Frozen but better. And I can agree. It is Frozen but better.
Nice.
So it's very, very fun. But it is, for everybody on there, it's called Mirror Gaze like this. And it features a blind protagonist, which is very cool. Yeah, it's great.
Would you say that it is very tastefully done, blind rep?
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely. And I believe Tycho did have a sensitivity reader for it as well.
Awesome. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Yep. Someone else's lowest might be your 4 or 5 stars. That's true. But if you're looking for a way to just sift through, I think there might be really low rated. Somebody posted in the Discord about like, here, find some low rated books. My lowest rated that I found is a 1.22.
Ooh.
Oh no.
But I do think this person only has like 2 reviews, and somebody was like actively bullying them. So it might not actually be that. But I do have another one that is a 2 point something. And that's actually a fairly popular new release. So I'm nervous.
Ooh.
If anybody wants to read along with me, that book is Sanctuary of the Shadow. It's pretty, but it has a very low average rating on Goodreads. Yeah. Yep. Baldur's Gate 3 has been my life for the last few months. Have concerns about some of the books that particular prompt will have me pick it up. I know, right? Oh, India, Dark Room by R.K. Narayan. Intersex Rex. Un momento.
Oh, and after you're done with that one, I need a questioning route.
You need a questioning route? Yeah, for sure. Let me get this one. This is my immediate rec to everybody. Flawless Girls. Flawless Girls is amazing. Oh, it doesn't even tag it as intersex, which is stupid, but it is. The main character is intersex. And it's so good. It's magical realism horror. And it's wild and insane and amazing. Anything by Anna Marie McMore is amazing. And it's going to be queer. They write the best books ever. When the Moon Was Ours was a trans rep. They did the Gatsby. This is the Gay Great Gatsby. If you're going to read Gatsby and you need a retelling, boom. That's Anna Marie. I still haven't read Venom and Battle Lake Lore, Blanca and Roja, but they write amazing books, and I love their stuff. I know this is also intersex. I have not read it, but it is intersex. So we can just click on the tag here. And these are books listed as intersex. So I will give y'all these books, and you can peruse what you would like to read. There's someone here I've never even looked at. Like, what is this?
It's
that
pretty.
inevitable Victorian thing.
Silence.
I don't know. But there's for intersex. For sureties. But it needs to list Flawless Girls, because Flawless Girls is definitely intersex and is amazing and wonderful. Oh, you enjoyed Sanctuary of these Shadows, but I'm also a fan of the author's indie books. Okay. We'll see what I think about it. We'll see. For questioning recommendations. What did I just read?
I have a question about that, actually.
Yeah.
What if they are questioning at the beginning and then they find a solid answer at the end?
That's exactly the prompt.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. So they don't have to be questioning throughout, but they need to have the panic, basically.
Okay.
So like Loveless would be...
Loveless would work.
Okay. I've already read it.
Like White and Merle Blue counts. Yep, for surezies it does. The Killing Code. The Killing Code by Ellie Marney. That's what I just read. That's questioning.
Is it good?
What?
Is it good? Would I like it? Yes.
Excellente. I would say the Scum Villain. Scum Villain self-serving system. That guy is questioning for surezies. What have I got here? Oh, Last Night at the Telegraph Club. That's a big questioning journey.
Wasn't that one that you recently reviewed or something? And it was really good?
5 stars. It was a 5-star read. Absolutely fantastic.
Beast.
Book written by a Norwegian indie author. Let's Flip the Beast by S. Burgett. Okay. When it comes to anthologies, short stories, novellas, would we be able to count individual stories to fulfill different prompts? I would say yeah. I would allow that. But you can only count like your, well, I mean, there's not a page count thing on it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I would count it. New book, Wish You Weren't Here by Aaron Baldwin. Be classified as, I don't know that one. Let's take a look.
Textiles for You. Loveless was so good. Stephanie like freaked out about it for like months.
I still freak out about that book. I felt so seen. I felt just absolutely incredibly seen. I'm reading this book about Wish You Weren't Here right now.
Stephanie, do you still count as a small booktuber?
Oh, I sure do.
Okay, cool.
Under 5,000 is small to me. I would say yes for Wish You Weren't Here. I do think that it ends up lesbian. It doesn't totally tell me that the characters, at least in the synopsis, have both solidly identified in the beginning. So that one, it'll just depend on the journey in the book because I haven't read it, so I can't tell you. But if it doesn't, and they're both like, I'm a lesbian in the beginning, then you could just use it for the lesbian prompt instead. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of lesbian prompt, oh my God, One Last Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, One Last Stop.
Also.
Very true.
That'll count. That'll count. And an ace prompt, Search for the Phoenix, will count for that because the main character is Ace.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Last Night Telegraph was fantastic. Yes. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm really upset about the sequel, which is not really a sequel. It's like a companion sequel, but apparently that was horrendous and awful and dealt with a lot of cheating stuff, which I don't like.
Why?
Yeah. I have not read The Forever Sea. Let's look at that one. Is that Joshua Philip Johnson? Let's see here. Environmental epic fantasy. Sold. Immediately sold. It says a prairie grasses known as the Forever Sea. That's cool. There's ships on the prairie. Look at this. Oh,
that is a gorgeous cover.
I didn't mean to stop sharing. I meant to share it. Look at that. Yeah, look at this cover.
Ooh,
oh God. Apparently I did too much there. Whoa.
I love that, actually.
She leaves kindred to just... Okay. I mean, it doesn't tell me immediately anything, so that could be it, but I also want to read it because that looks really cool. There's a different cover too. Look at this alternate cover. I love this cover too. Beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That is really nice. Yeah.
Oh, let's take a look at Zach's spreadsheet again. Let's look at the spreadsheet again. Not the spreadsheet, his website. Okay. I'm going to look at 9. I've only read one for SPFBO X right now, and that's Ghosts of the Catacombs, and I actually super enjoyed it. Let's see if I've read anybody. It's hard to see when they're all blocked out. So many. I have so many on my list, but I just haven't read them yet. Let's see. Anybody? Yeah. Oh, City of Mages. City of Mages. This one. I read this one. This was great. This is also has a lesbian protagonist. Not a questioning. So, City of Mages, excellent. I thought that was really good. I'm anxiously waiting for the sequel. I gotta go back though. I didn't know City of Mages was in last year. That's crazy. And apparently it was with Covers of Cassidy, too. So I've read that. I've also read Mercy, which is this round. Let's go back here. Who else have I read? Who else have I read? There's so many of these that I want to read. I feel bad that I haven't read them, but I also, have a almost 2,000 book TBR. It's fine. What? Oops. I know this is really entertaining, isn't it? Watching me scroll through books.
Scrolling through dark and hard to
It's hard to see like what they are. We need a new way of telling us they didn't win. I own Deathless Beast. I can tell you that. I just haven't read it yet. Like I own a physical copy because I actually was on a panel with him. Okay. But Andrew D. Meredith. He was at Cosign.
Oh.
Just last year. We traded books. Oh, I've read. Oh, that's a finalist. Never mind. Doesn't count. I've read that too. I hated that. I've read some finalists, but you can't use finalist. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
I spelled my own name in the spell your full name prompt like 3 times now.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I own a copy of that.
Do you have recommendations for completed webcomics that I haven't read?
I don't know. I picked one called Cinnamon Roll.
Is it cute?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
But does it look cute?
It looks cute. It looks real cute. It's called Cinnamon Roll, so I'm assuming it's cute as hell.
Oh, I already love it, actually. I haven't read it.
Oh, that's crazy. Wake of the Phoenix by Chelsea. Lena, we know Chelsea.
Which one?
We met her at Mile High Con a few years ago. I have her book.
Oh, Wake of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Crap.
What? She was apparently at SPFBO.
I did not know that. I still have that.
I still have it as well. I have not read it yet. I feel bad.
I think I saw her like right after that, and then I haven't seen her again.
And it looks like Chelsea was I don't know. Well, I don't know why these ones are highlighted.
What
It's
year
not a
is
semi-finalist, but it's highlighted. I don't know.
Hmm.
Crazy. But yeah, I have Chelsea's book. Okay, we're getting to the end of these. Okay, so anyway, I think that's all I've got right now that I read because I've only known SPFBO for a couple years. So, yeah. Lesbian Pirates of the Sea of Plants. That just sounds. Lesbian Pirates of the Sea of Plants are on their way to go. Hi, Morticia. I can't wait for this readathon. Heck yeah. Very good company since my TBR is as long as mine. Yeah, it's a while. We are book dragons. Exactly. That's why I don't. Those videos that people put out, they're like, oh, I have to get down my TBR. It's 67 books long. And I'm like, sweet summer child.
I read more than that in a year.
Sweet summer child. Yeah. Not enough time. I don't mind collecting more. Inserting the current Libby checkouts into my name. Beautiful. Just saw my friend was in SPFBO 9. It's all subjective. The thing about SPFBO is that it's so subjective. But the greatest thing it does is it does give a platform for all these indie books to be viewed by more people. So even if the reviewer gave them like a negative review or just like it was fine but not the best, there's people who are like, I'm interested by that synopsis anyway. Let's go check it out. And that's the spirit of the board, of the prompt in the board game, is to give those ones that didn't make finalists to have more eyes on them. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, let me put this in the Discord as well for people for recommendations. Herkid. What?
Angry Pete.
Can I help you? What happened? What happened? What caused an anger? Do you need an almond? No, we do not need an almond. Do you need a cracker? Is this what we require? No. Are you trying to go back to cage? She's trying to go back to cage. Hold on. You want to go to cage? Let's go to cage. Let's go to cage. Let's go to cage. Let's go to cage.
I don't know how to entertain the masses when Stephanie's going.
I know, I got distracted.
For 2 seconds. Maybe wanted to go eat food in her cage.
Lunchtime.
That's her signal when because she hasn't. So I rearranged my rooms. You guys can watch that fun video. She hasn't fully figured out how to get back to her cage yet.
Funny.
Because it's such a like a tight turn. So when she flies, after she's done that squeak and flies to her little play area here, but she's not playing with stuff, that's usually I want to go back to cage to eat my food.
That makes sense.
I know my bird's language. Okay, we have very different sounds for different things. So yeah. Okay. Oh, Nascent Witch by Melissa Bobe. I almost read that as Melissa Babe.
No, I saw that too. Yeah.
Only using physical TBR. Very good. Yeah, she does a lot. She does a lot. Okay. Well, we've got about 20 minutes left of this stream. So if you have further questions and stuff, put them in there now. Mambo is a sun conure. There you go.
Oh, I just recently recognized that Karu often uses the kanji for light and radiance for the name. And I think that fits my cat very well. Do you know any other kanji that the name Hikaru typically uses?
No.
Oh.
Because it's a meaning immediately. Hikaru is a meaning. I don't think there's other meanings for Hikaru.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah. Dumb question. There are none. Do books count? Books from choices or apps like that count? What do you mean? Wait, what?
I don't know what that is.
I'm a little confused by the question. Clarify.
Is choices an app?
Choices an app?
B, yeah.
I would say yeah, for sure. Hello, thank you. We're doing good here. We're wrapping up in about 15 minutes, answering any questions about Herkyed, the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. I have a couple of questions.
Okay. Hit me.
Oh, answer the comment and the question first.
Okay. Hold on. We've got 24-hour challenge. They can all be novellas. As long as one of them is over 300 pages. But the rest can be whatever. No, I don't know choices. No. Hold on. What is choices? I'm looking it up now. Choices. Where's my... I don't even know where my app store is. There it is. I do not use my phone a lot, I will say. Except for listening on my Libby app. Choices. Oh, it's the stories you play thing? Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, it's those kinds of things. I mean...
Was it like a choose your own adventure?
Yeah, they're kind of, but usually, yeah. I mean,
But you have to like. I played that game before. Okay,
okay.
you have to purchase some options for
Mm,
your own adventure, and then also I don't know. I feel like it's not very story driven. It doesn't
yeah,
feel like a book to me.
I would leave that to your own discretion if you think it fits it. But you do have to finish it. That's the other thing. All of these prompts, you have to complete it.
Yeah.
So that's you're not. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
No. Yeah.
I think in the spirit of Herkyet, it's about finishing books. So I don't think those types of apps would necessarily work because the stories are usually like ongoing and they never end.
Yeah, I could see like if it like comes to an end and you're just
Yeah.
an interactive story and there's a conclusion and everything, like that seems
That would work.
Yes. As long as there is a end goal already out kind of thing.
Ooh, okay. I had a question on Discord. It's a question about the 5-book set written by the author from 5 different countries. Can we pick BIPOC authors from the US or Canada? And the trick of it is if they were like born in the US or Canada or UK, then no. But if they were born and then moved to the US or anybody other, then yes.
so no Native American authors.
Native American, I would count.
Okay.
That I would count because they are marginalized. But oh god, this is actually a really hard question now.
But like things like those stories written from the North Korean
Right.
Refugees and stuff like that, those would count.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, because I like had an author that was like, you know, when she was she was like born in United States, but like her books and her family are from, you know, like very Ghanaian and everything, and I was like, no, so close.
Oh gosh, that's a good.
I would like it if Native American authors would count.
Yeah.
I think that might be maybe something can improve maybe in the next.
Yeah, that's something we can think about for the next.
And maybe even like give them their own category or something.
Yeah.
Like just reading BIPOC authors, just kind of in general. Because like I have a bunch of books by Native Americans and I just use them in other prompts.
What are your highest Native American author recs?
Oh, I have like nonfiction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I do a lot of road trips around Colorado and Wyoming, and so I usually pick up all the books that are about the Native cultures and the Native history and such. So those are kind of ones that I want to work through. So I don't really have too many fiction ones.
Yeah, so I would say Tommy Orange would count. Yeah. I'd say Darcy Little Badger, Eve Scarlett St. Clair is Indigenous. Trying to think of the ones that I know off the top of my head. So I would count them. That would work. I will leave it to people's discretions, though. You can make your judgment. I think the essence of the prompt is to look at books that you normally wouldn't find big publishers here, at least especially in the US, because publishing is dominated in US, UK, and Canada. So it's trying to get you to get books that are, you know, probably translations and from other cultures. Mm-hmm. So that's why Native American would work, or any indigenous group would really work, because it is a very different culture that is very marginalized and often silenced.
Yeah.
So that's the spirit of that prompt, is that. But I would leave it to your own judgment for that one. Yeah.
Good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely more specificity coming for her kid around 2 already. Yeah. Now her kid is going to be an annual thing that everyone's just going to suffer through.
I think you mean enjoy and
Yes.
obsess over.
Mm.
Have you seen the numbers growing a little bit?
Oh yeah, we're at 371 setups now, or signups now. Since this stream started, now we've had 3 more.
Jeez.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, no one's gonna do it next year.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe everyone will have an absolutely awful time.
How can you have an awful time picking books?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like they read it, they go through the year, and they come out. You know, it's that what's that first day of college versus last day of college?
Oh yeah,
You're like,
ones. Yeah,
and then you come out and you're just like, oh, you don't want to do it again. You know, it's gonna be everyone hates me for creating this. Yeah. Yep.
Personally, I'm pretty stoked.
I'm so excited. I've been having way too much fun pre-picking a ton of books because I have so many books that I have on my shelf that I haven't gotten to yet. And because of the sheer number of challenges, like I'm
gonna force you to read them.
Basically, yeah.
Good thing someone came and organized your shelves for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already taken half of them out because they have to go in my special little bookshelf.
Oh, okay. I was like, ah!
No.
Organization. I worked all day.
I'm not looking forward to buying more books, though.
Yeah. Sharing with all your reader friends. Awesome. Just helping, not going back into the reread. That's the thing. Like the rereads. I see so many people okay. The reason for the 2 biggest rules that people are like, oh God, this is going to make it so hard with the no rereads and the no DNFs is this might be a TISM thing for me. But I follow so many booktubers and I get really, really upset when all they're doing is DNFing books or rereading books. Because I'm like, as a booktuber and as a book reviewer, it is my duty. I feel it's my duty. You can have a different opinion on this. It's my duty to give you a proper, full, receipted review on a book. And this is not about casual readers. This is about people who actively are like getting paid to review books. I don't think DNFing should be a thing for that because this is your job, kind of a thing. Like my boss would never let me halfway make a spreadsheet.
And then
because
be like,
didn't feel like it anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So I get kind of, especially with their very like big named book reviewers, and they're like, I DNF this at 10%. I'm like, why are you reviewing it then?
Yeah.
That's insane to me. So that's part of why the no DNF rule came into existence, because I'm like, I want y'all to finish these books, because I've had instances as well where I've started a book that I didn't enjoy the beginning, but it got me by the end.
Yep.
So yeah, I would do that. The rereads as well, like reviewing the same book like 4 times, insane to me. It's just wild.
Yeah.
Wild. So, and it's like, if you're only reading that thing, then you're not expanding your base of like how you're experiencing the world. That's why I read all genres. I read everything, because you never know where you're going to get inspiration from, or you're going to learn something new. So if you just stay in the little safety bubble, you're not growing. Does that make sense?
So I will be DNFing books as I need to, but I would like, that would just not count for the prompt,
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. Like, I can't stop you from DNFing. You just can't count it for the thing.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense.
That was the main thing in the video, is like, obviously I can't stop you from rereading. I can't stop you from DNFing. Everybody needs their comfort book now and again. That totally makes sense. You just can't count it for the challenge. That's all. So no DNF is your problem. Yeah. Yeah, I actually I was going to make a kind of a TikTok short thing, explaining like how I rate books and how I review. But yeah, that's definitely in the works. Also, reading books to avoid reading slumps for sure. Yes, that's the caveat of that. Is like, I don't think people who are DNFing, you shouldn't review it. You shouldn't add it to things because it just doesn't count. You're allowed to do it. Obviously, it's your life. It just don't count. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Yay. Just one review, even if we double up in some prompts, right? Yes, correct. Yeah. You only need to review it one time. Just review the book itself. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, yeah. All right, we've got 5 minutes left. Speed round. Let's go. And then I got to get to cleaning because I got Lahala coming tomorrow. The rare instance I hard DNF a book, I delete it from my Goodreads and move on. I actually had an incident. So I was reading. I just finished it yesterday. I intended to do this in a one-day read. Oh, God. I'm going to drop books. Oh, God. My TBR pack, by the way, this is my current TBR. It's over here. It's a big stack. But I just read Rules for Vanishing. And I realized, I was like 40% in, realized I have not listened to a single actual word going on. And I restarted it. Oh, and then I understood what was going on. Mm-hmm. But that's a case of, oh my God, I almost had to DNF because I was scared I was going to have to return it to the library soon. On the audiobook, and I was like, I actually have to pay a fuck attention. Q, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've had books like that where I'm like halfway through, and it's just if I have too much time between my reading, sections or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, I can't follow. Like, it's just drop it. We'll pick it up again later.
Yeah. Yep. You can soft DNF. If you soft DNF, but you pick it up within the year, that'll count. That's fine. You don't have to start and finish in one go.
The only reason I would ever review a book after DNFing is if I DNF'd because of something absolutely heinous in it.
Absolutely. If there is something extremely problematic in it, I would want people to know.
Yeah.
So like if there was something very, very racist or very, very misogynistic, anything like that. Yep, can't read that. Also, and like especially if it didn't like say that in the description of the book, and it came out of nowhere. Like, no, yeah. Excuse me, last 5 minutes. I love you guys. Oh, thank you. Is that still work for monthly releases? If you read, I would say if you read 50% of it in the month, then yes.
But you have to at least get to that halfway mark.
You got to get to the halfway mark in the month. I would allow that. But, I'm not going to know. How is she going to know? She's not going to know. I'm not going to know. That's the big thing of this is I'm not going to know. We have second kitty, my other baby that loves me.
This is Pixel.
Pixel also loves me. Yep. Pixel is very vocal.
Yep.
I love how vocal Pixel is.
Yep.
I need to meet Pixel so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. The two cats you have seen on stream now are the two cats that helped me the most. And by help me the most, during Lena's bookshelf reconstruction, stopped me and forced me to take breaks, basically. Yeah. They were my union supervisors.
Yes.
So, yeah. Woo! Oh, I sold a book on Pango as well. Woo! I have a Pango shop if anybody wants books. Somebody bought the Scarlet St. Clair book that I had up there.
Nice.
Because damn, that was spicy, and I did not. DNF should be a last resort. Yes, if it's so bad, the last part of it wouldn't redeem it. Yeah, only redeem DNF so I know why I stopped reading them. Sure.
Yeah.
Because books have an end of the month release date. Yeah. Oh, for sure, Z's. That I'll for that one as well. I would give you the 30-day window, basically. Yeah. So even if it like releases July 31st, you have 30 days basically to read that book. That's you got it. It's fine. You read it within a month of its release.
Nelson's comment reminded me of that Darcy book that I fucking DNF'd.
Oh, man.
And I'm like,
we don't even talk about that book. We don't even talk about that book. Oh, God, no. If anyone's reading Pride and Prejudice for their classic and an adaptation, don't. What was it called? Marrying? No. It was just Mr. and Mrs. Fitzwilliam Darcy. Was it that just what it was?
No. Fuck, I don't remember.
It's bad though.
Like, Confessions. No, that's the good
No,
one.
that's the good one. That's the good one.
A Date with Darcy. No, I think that's the.
Nope, that's a good one too.
God damn it!
I literally think it's Mr. and Mrs. Fitzwilliam Darcy or something. Yeah, by Sharon Lathan. Or is it like a similar one? No, it's a similar to this book. Hold on. Give me the books of all the light. Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife.
Yes, that's
it.
Oh God.
Don't read that book. Don't read it. It will ruin you for all things Pride and Prejudice. It ruins the entire thing.
Yes.
It's horrendous. Read, if you want a Pride and Prejudice retelling, read The Confessions of Fitzwilliam Darcy, the other Bennett sister. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the Anne de Berg one?
The Heiress.
The Heiress, yes.
The Heiress. Yeah. Excellent adaptations. Welcome back. Okay, we're back. Yeah.
We've hit that 2-hour mark.
We've hit our 2-hour mark. So all other questions you can put in the Discord. Thank you again to everybody who has joined this cockamamie challenge. This is absolutely wild. Thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. I hope you enjoy the rest of my content that is there for you. There will be a new video tomorrow. Hello. The July TBR also featuring what challenges I'm focusing on in July. And yeah, just thank you so much. How do we find Lena Johnson and Fee on socials?
I don't do socials, actually.
Fair. We did have Lena's, this is Lena's website once again. Oops, I just wrote.
Yeah, I technically have accounts on most of the social medias, but I'm really bad at it.
Wow, this does not want to work. Here's Lena M. Johnson. There we go.
I do have links at the bottom of my website, I think, if you want to check things out. I think I'm more active on Facebook right now for reasons. I don't know.
But that's Lena's website. Fee, you can find here.
Yeah, this is the most social I typically get is on Stephanie's channel, and I pop up
in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fee is one of your mods on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a mod with Tycho. You're my 2 mods at this moment in time.
Only 2? Oh no.
Or at this moment in time.
For now.
Before Herkyed, I didn't need any mods.
Nope.
Now I need mods.
Multiple.
You're so upset that I didn't create your little tent. We're going to start cleaning. You love cleaning. We're going to do laundry.
Oh!
Laundry? Mambo loves laundry, by the way.
Oh, laundry.
She loves laundry. She loves going to our laundromat, which is right outside my apartment, ours. But she also loves just going into my laundry basket.
Yes.
It's her favorite thing in the world. So, yes, show your mods some love. More will be coming. Because it's a wild and crazy time, and I have a full-time job and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so there's no streams happening the rest of this week, probably. There might be a pop-up, but because Hala's here, we're celebrating our birthdays, because Hala's birthday is very close to my birthday as well. And we're going to be filming a lot for a whole other challenge thing that happens yearly here.
Yeah.
So I hope you all join in that challenge as well. That happens. It's a 1-month one. It's not a full year one. But if you're crazy like us and you are very competitive, you can join that one. Coming soon. Okay. So we'll be doing a lot of work there because Hala's only here for a few days and we've got jam-packedness happening. So, but yeah, things coming to you very soon and all the jazz. Okay. I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
You're going to go now? Everybody going to go now?
I'm going to play Baldur's Gate now.
All right. For those in the U.S., Happy America Day, I guess.
America.
Yeah.
I don't really
Happy
care, though.
Explosion Day.
Yeah, that was bad. Yes, last night too.
Mm-hmm.
Already bad. So, all right. Thank you. I love you all very much, and you're amazing. And I hope your reading is good. I don't know. I keep singing.